Hey Adagers, welcome to Adage Island, a place where the tea is hot, the chaos is crazy, and the islanders don't just talk about their feelings, they sing about them too. I'm your host, Anne Marie, and hold on to your seatbelts, cause the plot is hot. Let's meet the islanders. First up, we have Carmen, a flirtatious 20-something who knows how to use men to get what she wants. Don Jose, a young soldier whose heart belongs to one person and one person only. Michaela, a shy islander who's new to love. Adina, a self-proclaimed independent boss girl who's all about her money and her business. She doesn't think she has time for love, but we'll see about that. Nemorino, the definition of quirky and nerdy. Fiordiligi and Dorabella, two sisters whose hearts belong to Guglielmo and Ferrando, young soldiers as well. And last but not least, Don Alfonso, the troublemaker. So Don Alfonso is talking to his friends Ferrando and Guglielmo, and he's telling them that all women cheat.
Believe me, I know.
But Ferrando and Guglielmo deny this. Why? Well, Ferrando's in a couple with Dorabella, and Guglielmo is coupled up with Fiordiligi. In fact, they're all so in love that Fiordiligi and Guglielmo are getting married today, and Ferrando and Dorabella are already engaged. There's no way their woman could cheat.
Trust.
But Don Alfonso insists that all women cheat. Yes, that means Dorabella and Fiordiligi too. He's even willing to put money on it.
You seem not to believe me, but it's true.
So he comes up with an idea. Let's put Dorabella and Fiordiligi to a loyalty test. He proposes that Ferrando and Guglielmo tell their girlfriends that they have to go to war and they're gonna have to end their relationship for now. Yikes. In the meantime, we'll see if Dorabella and Fiordiligi explore some new connections. The guys agree to this because they don't think their women are gonna cheat. They truly believe in Dorabella and Fiordiligi. And I am here for it. So Don Alfonso wants to make this official. He wants no takebacks. Nobody's going to walk back on their word. So he brings in the camera crew to get it on camera. Let's see what Carmen's up to. We enter her story actually starting with Michaela. She's just a small town girl living in a crazy world. And she's looking for her man, Don Jose. Now the two of them are officially closed off, but let's see if it stays that way. Michaela comes to the villa looking for Don Jose, but instead is met with his annoying work friends, like they're really giving her a hard time. Finally, she decides, I don't need this, and decides to go and come back later for Don Jose. While she's gone, oddly enough, Don Jose decides to show up right as Carmen makes her grand entrance. She sings about how crazy love can be, and the whole villa is enraptured in her song. Well, the whole villa except Don Jose because he's closed off. Right. Carmen notices this, and she doesn't like that she can't get his attention, so here's what she does. Is this the moment that changes Don Jose's heart? Let's see what's happening at Adina's bar. It's a beautiful sunny day. Everybody's content. They're happy. They're outside. Adina is peacefully reading while Nemorino is in agony over his love for her. I mean, he is down bad, guys. He's been crushing on her for a long time, but she doesn't really seem to be reciprocating those feelings. Anyway, Adina suddenly bursts into laughter, and that grabs everybody's attention. Because if Adina's laughing, everybody should be laughing. She's just that girl.
If you just know you're that girl,
Yeah.
You just have no choice but to be that girl.
They all want to know what could possibly be so funny, so Adina tells them about the story she's reading. Essentially, guy has feelings for girl, girl doesn't reciprocate those feelings, guy gets magic love potion, and then girl falls in love with guy. The end. Now she thinks it's really funny because nothing like that could possibly happen to her. Little does she know. Wait a minute. What's that sound? Is that the sound of a hot new bombshell entering the villa? Introducing Belcore, an army general making a pit stop at the beach. As soon as Belcore lays eyes on Adina, he is down bad. He wants her, and he makes sure that Adina gets the message. But Adina is not interested at all. She's determined to stay happy and single. She doesn't need or want a man. Kinda defeats the purpose of Adage Island, but we'll go with it. Anyway, let's check in on Fiordiligi and Dorabella. It's Fiordiligi's big day. She's marrying the man of her dreams. Or so she thinks. She celebrates her excitement with her sister Dorabella, but guess who comes in to spoil the fun? Don Alfonso. Always at the scene of the crime. He tells the girls that their boyfriends are off to war. And Fiordiligi and Dorabella are like, what war? And Don Alfonso's like,
you know, the war.
Anyway, the two girls are distraught. I mean, absolutely heartbroken. Their boyfriends are going off to war and could possibly die. They may never see them again. So, Guglielmo and Ferrando come in to say their final goodbyes, and you guys, it's a real tearjerker, like... But can we pause for a second? Because if I was Fiordiligi, I'd be livid. What is the worst thing that could happen on your wedding day? Getting left at the altar. Right. What's worse than that? Getting left at the altar because your man has an impromptu war that he needs to go to immediately? Right. Okay. No, yeah, I totally believe that. Anyway, Michaela comes back to the village and she finally sees Don Jose. And you guys, she is so cute. She's so shy around him. It's like, I get butterflies just watching. Anyway, she has an important message from Don Jose's mother. She relays the message, and then they spend the next 10 minutes singing about how in love they are with each other. So Michaela finally leaves, and guess what? A fight breaks out in the villa. But between who? Carmen and Manuela. All the girls are talking about it. Some say Carmen started it, some say Manuela started it, and the growing crowd gets out of control.
Oh man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Eventually, the police detain Carmen, and they ask her what she has to say for herself. And she says... which pisses the guards off, and they send her straight to prison. Coincidentally, Don Jose is responsible for taking Carmen away. And this is where Carmen turns on her charm. She tells Don Jose, "You're gonna help me escape, because you're in love with me."
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
Don Jose laughs in her face, because he doesn't love Carmen. He loves Michaela, right? But Carmen reminds him of the flower that she gave him, and this infuriates Don Jose. He forbids her from speaking. Me personally, I don't know. I think it's a sign. Why are you so bothered by that? Don Jose, if you really didn't care, then you wouldn't care. But as soon as she brought up the flower, you're like, no more words, no more talking. I don't know, Don Jose. Anyway, I'm just the host. Let me stick to my job. All right. So Carmen is forbidden from speaking, so she doesn't speak. She sings. She sings a flirtatious little song about her friend's little chateau on the coast and how she doesn't have a lover to take there with her and how she dreams of a certain soldier who could fill the empty spot in her heart. I wonder who that could be. Her song works like a charm. Now, Don Jose, what happened to being closed off with Michaela? Anyway, the new bombshell decides to up the stakes. He gets down on one knee and proposes to Adina right there in front of everybody. Well, it looks like he's hoping to snag a wife before he leaves the villa. Let's see how Nemorino's doing. Hey, Nemorino. How you doing, buddy? Not good. Will Belcori's attempt at marrying Adina work? Will Adina give in to love? Will Nemorino find his chill? I doubt that last one, but we'll see. While wedding bells may be in tow for Belcori and Adina, they're definitely not for Fiordiligi. Fiordiligi and Dorabella sadly go back home since nobody got married, and also they've kind of been dumped in a way by their boyfriends. Their maid Despina is at the house cleaning up and talking about how hard her job is and how the two girls don't deserve her at all. But at the sight of Fiordiligi and Dorabella's sullen faces, she's wondering, what happened? Y'all look a mess. Fiordiligi and Dorabella lay their hearts bare and tell them how they've been left, and now they are all alone in the world. Ariana Maddox would say,
"You are now single and vulnerable."
But Despina says you are now single and free, baby. She tells them now that you are officially unattached, you are free to do whatever or whoever you want. But the girls aren't having any of that. They promise to wait for Ferrando and Guglielmo. How nice. That's really sweet. But guess what? Two hot new bombshells enter the villa, and they have their eyes set on Fiordiligi and Dorabella. I mean, they are coming on strong. And if you think they look familiar, you'd be correct. The two new bombshells are actually Ferrando and Guglielmo in disguise. The girls are terrified by the two intruders who broke into their home, and as the chaos ensues, guess who shows up? Don Alfonso. He's everywhere, isn't he? It turns out Don Alfonso knows the two bombshells. In more ways than one, of course. And he sings their praises to the girls, hoping that the girls will be wooed by them. But in a drastic turn of events, Fiordiligi denies their advances.
She's got a gun! Sortite fuori di questo loco! Per gli altri van si cerca nella strada sedur.
This seems like a really great time to switch storylines, don't you think? Now that Carmen has Jose wrapped around her finger, she can convince him to help her escape prison. Jose agrees, and Carmen says, "Follow my lead." Now, I need you guys to actually watch this, because it's too ridiculous to even begin to explain. Like, that simple. If I were Don Jose, I'd be embarrassed because you can't be that bad at your job. Like, even look like you're trying to stop what's happening. So, will Carmen and Don Jose recouple, or has Carmen left him for good? Will Namarino grow a pair and stop Belcore from getting to Adina? Will Ferrando and Guglielmo make it out the villa alive? Find out next time on Adage Island. Let us know who your favorite islander is below. I'm Anne Marie with Adage Island, and we'll see you next time. Bye.